Hey, we are live. Good day. Happy Thursday lunch. Look what I cooked up for Jack today. This is called Meal in a Mold. It's exciting. It's delicious. It's easy. It's from Cans.
Ain't that place in France, Cannes?
It's the Cans Film Festival.
Where they have the film festival. That must be the official dish of the Cannes Film Festival.
This is the Cans Food Festival.
Oh.
Anyway, nothing but the best. And with that, I play a theme song for this actual show.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
We encourage from time to time that our viewers send in photographs, fan photos, and this lady actually addressed this directly to you, Jack. I don't know if she wants to date you.
I know her.
Okay. Well, I think her crime was she stole a burger from George Webb's yesterday. Little did she know, you didn't have to steal it. They're free. There's the line, and I think that's cut a hay or something. You know.
That's scary. Well, there were pictures in today's news graphic of Lisa Curtis does a fine job for it.
Always.
About they had like the first people who got in line like an hour before the thing started. There were people. It was like foursome from your area, Saukville and Fredonia.
Oh well, we haven't eaten in a while.
Did you wait in line?
I did not.
Did
know.
you?
It's an interesting thing to
know
unpack.
No, it's not. It's just one of those weird things. I was just gall darn glad. Gosh darn it!
He's such a reformed
that
podcaster.
I was driving past the George Webb's here in Hooterberg, and as it is, I saw a big long line. I was like, "Oh my god!" I thought that's terrible. I thought it was a line going into Otto's liquor store. I was gonna have to wait for a while to get in there.
No, they let you in every time. They don't. They're just like
Mr.
Henke
is right next to. Yeah, one of those day bouncers. They have the velvet rope when they see me coming.
Oh. Henke in the house.
I was just relieved that it wasn't in front of for Otto's.
So okay, so this is an interesting thing that we do here. I don't know any other team in the majors. I don't know if you and AJ talked about this already in his show or whatever. Maybe you should.
We're doing our show tomorrow morning. So
okay,
fire away.
That's AJ McKinney. That's the AJ
Sports
Mafia here on this very network. But so what had happened in 2018, and then of course back in '87. Those are the two main times. I think this is the third time, at least in my lifetime, and I think it's only been going on in my lifetime. So there we go. Webb's is a distinctly different company now than they used to be, I would say, and certainly the one here in Hooterberg, as you so aptly called it. That used to be kind of a happening place. It was 24 hours and you could go in and they had something called, what do you call that? A staff. The last time I was there, it was one very hardworking person.
Oh, no.
She was doing everything. And I just wonder if Webb's was zoned for this sort of thing. I guess they pulled it off. They were handing out vouchers. That's nice. It's easier to make a voucher than a burger, I hear. Although it doesn't taste as good.
I had a thing last night with a client who went and got a voucher, and the voucher says burger redeemable from the 21st to the 25th of August. So you got like 5 days to do it.
I don't know. I go closer to the 21st because by the 25th, the bun is going to kind of get. Oh, maybe they'll make one. I didn't know if we were having the
it's an interesting promo.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
people talking about him. I mean, it's smart.
There's only my client. He was like, look, he lives in Milwaukee. He's like, there's only two Webbs around here. There's Germantown and Cedarburg.
Oh, so Milwaukee itself is kind of
Well,
webs
there's got to be more.
drought. I
There's
would
got to be.
think.
How many were there in its heyday? I mean, it was
In
a
their
place.
heyday, they were everywhere. They were actually quite. I mean, it was. You could call it a localized franchise. I mean, it was. They were. Port Washington had one that's now, I believe, a laundromat or a chiropractic place. But then everything now is a laundromat or a chiropractic place, so it's fine. We may actually do that here on this show eventually. We're going to sell Jack's show for
Or a coffee
laundromat.
house.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting, and people are talking about George Webb's again, and I guess that's a good thing. Although, it's hard to celebrate now because the Brewers are ailing a little bit. The last 3 games have been not a lot of fun to watch, but highs and lows. It's the game, right?
It's so overdue that you're going to have one of these things.
Yeah,
and I thought Yelich had a great comment. They asked him about losing 3, and he said, "So what?" He said,
"Yeah, right.
It's a long season. As long as we're playing hard and competing, it doesn't go out. It doesn't always go your way."
Yeah, those who get upset on the message boards, which is their job to be upset on the message boards.
Me too.
Yes,
What's a message board? I want one.
You got one right here.
Is that like a sandwich board?
No, but they're grousing about the 3 losses, and it's like, oh, so you are proving to all of us that you inherently don't understand the game of baseball.
Did you say grousing? How old
I said
you?
grousing and inherently.
Ugh.
So for those of you keeping score at home,
Ugh.
but what can you do?
I want to know how your car. Did you go to the car show?
The one in Port?
With your.
Well, no, we went to the one in the AMC one, the American Motors one.
But then you saw another one coming up. You said that.
Yeah, we didn't hit that one.
It gets our motor going.
Yeah, we were late. Well, hopefully I can. I don't know. Doing the best I can, but no, we didn't make that one. I don't remember why. I think we were.
I don't want to know why.
No, you don't want to know why. Nobody's business. That's all I have to say.
Did you get flooding near you? Up there?
Yes, Saukville got it pretty bad, but I'm up on Saukville Hill. There's not, but it's we're higher up in Saukville, so we were okay. But certainly anybody in and around the Milwaukee River that's right through Saukville, yeah, they had plenty of Milwaukee River in their lives. You could tell.
Yeah, I think the area county governments are doing all they can. They got dumpsters out for peeps to come and toss their ruined stuff. It was, you can't prepare for something like that.
No,
it was the first time I heard it wasn't a 100-year flood. I heard one meteorologist say it was 1,000-year flood event. How do you prepare?
Well, I'm
for
not satisfied. I want the
10,000-year
flood next time.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean,
when is it enough?
it's bad when your stuff gets soaked. It's just in row.
No, I've been through it. In fact, we lived in Saukville. We had 1.5 children at that time, and
which half?
Not the good one, I promise you. But yeah, we. Precisely, or the one that needed diapers. No, we got nailed. We were in some townhouses right along the Milwaukee River in Saukville, and it was 2 feet of water very quickly. I mean, and you just watched all your stuff float, and you stood there and felt pathetic. And as Han Solo said in Star Wars when they landed the trash compactor, what an interesting smell you've discovered. So yeah, it's stinky.
Isn't it Han Solo? Aren't you a snob? You're a Star Wars snob.
Hey, I'm from the 70s. I'm from the 70s.
You just said. Did you just say Han Solo?
Han. Yeah.
Han.
Exactly. Han. I'm a Wisconsin Star Wars fan, so it's Han. All right. I'm a Han fan. Hey, you missed Raiders group last night, man.
I know. I told you I was going.
I know you did. Doesn't mean you're excused.
I even answered. I answered ahead what I was planning for the next.
You did. Yeah.
So there.
Yeah. Well, that
was Fred's stuff.
It's good, actually. Fred, I liked it. He is very Proustian.
Okay.
Yeah. No, a real stream of consciousness. That's what he does. He does a lot of poetry. But this one I liked a lot because he's got an interesting thing going there. I see what he's trying to do, and I think he'll nail it. So it's pretty cool in that regard. It was interesting. It kicked off a conversation of art versus commerce, though, that was pretty interesting and compelling. And it didn't, and there were no homicides in the group, so nobody got too married to their point. But it was an interesting conversation, and neither side of that um, debate could really see the other side's point. Like, couldn't see, one side would say, well, what's the point of writing if you're not doing it to, release it and publish it and make money? And the other side, which is Fred's side of it, was just like, I write for myself. I want to express myself completely. And actually, I don't care about that. And so it's a really interesting conversation. And both are right, I think.
Yeah. Well, you have to you're you have to be right with yourself. Whatever your motivation is,
Yeah.
be real about it and go and deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's I
go forth.
Yes. So it was fun in that regard.
Well, here's the thing. Not everything. Steve Jobs, completely not an artist. However, his point was always make insanely great products, make wonderful things that'll make the world better. By having that as his goal, he became rich.
Yep.
Because his products that he drove, and he didn't do all of it, but he was a major force behind it.
Yeah.
He didn't settle for just making a Microsoft knockoff to sell a few bucks. He wanted to make beautiful things.
Yeah.
And other people wanted those beautiful things, so they paid a lot for them. They still do.
Yep.
And so it's like, it's almost, if you can, as an artist, you don't have to be a starving artist, but if you
should,
if you do what you love and you love doing it, and it connects with other people, that's where you get commerce almost accidentally.
Sure. And if it doesn't connect with other people, but you're completely satisfied with what you're doing, and you are, either you're dealing with your past choices or you're trying to figure out the world, and so you do it by writing or painting or whatever, and you're completely satisfied with what you get out of it, well, there you go. Then that's the end of the conversation right there.
And actually, writing is a great way to learn things, because when you try to write something, and actually you realize whether you know something or not. You may think you know it, but then when you actually start writing, you go, shit, I don't have anything to write about.
Right.
I don't know this.
Exactly.
So it's a good way to
Very
start.
true. Hey, you remember walking around in the 70s, speaking of, we weren't really, and seeing these?
No. What is it?
It's like a tube tester.
A tube?
Yeah, I guess it's for TV, radio, and your hi-fi. So if you're wondering if the tube works, you would take it into Radio Shack or something like that, and they would have this RCA tube tester.
That's older than Radio Shack. That's not a Radio Shack thing.
I remember seeing them in the 70s. I don't know if it was Radio Shack, but maybe JCPenney or something like that, or True Value Hardware. I don't know. But this came across my feed, and I was like, oh, I remember these things, and I never knew what the hell they were for back then.
Well, it's perfect for you. You're a geek. On that stuff.
Well, thank you. Yes, absolutely.
Speaking of geekdom, I saw one of your. Well, there's a couple of Cedarburg things you got to do. Cedarburg, it's Country in the Berg this weekend.
Oh, is that this weekend? Oh my gosh! Oh boy. Okay.
It's
gonna get loud around here.
Hard to believe Summer Sounds is over for the year.
It's over.
It was another great year for them. So
Indeed.
Country in the Berg, Friday night, Saturday night. In today's news graphic, which Lisa Curtis does a fine job with, the what do you call it, op-ed, whatever, the editorial, guest columnist for the editorial is our own friend Samantha Bear, who's actually Dr. Samantha Bear now.
Oh, she is officially doctorized now. So if I accidentally cut myself or something, I'm going to run over to her and see what she can do for me.
Well, I emailed her with some questions about something, and she emailed back, and on her signature it says Dr. Samantha Bear.
Wow.
And I emailed back, holy shit, you're a doctor.
You say that to every doctor.
Yes. Holy shit, how did you do that? But she was laughing about it because I said, I can't even comment on your muffin eating prowess or lack thereof, and she laughed about that. But her column today, I think, is worth a read. It's building inclusive places for people with IDD and other issues, and that's a lot of what the Northern Gateway, where Mel's Village is, that's going to be dedicated. A good chunk of that to that is
absolutely.
You talk to these people who have kids who are adults who can't live alone, and the adults not only have diminishing abilities to take care of them physically and financially, what do they do when they're gone? It's a tough go. So these kind of communities, it rightfully should get bigger. So check out her thing.
Cool. Definitely.
It's a full pager.
That's great.
So that's the Cedarburg stuff I have for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to talk to you. Did you ever eat? You made me think of this today because of your thing. Corned beef hash. Do you like corned beef hash?
Interesting. I never did until very recently. I had some at a place called the Breakwater Deli in Port Washington. Now, I really shouldn't be talking about this because I don't want it to get overrun. And our show obviously has ratings are of course we're beyond Lawrence Welk at this point. So,
thank you. Hey,
and it was delicious, by the way. It was a very different kind of corned beef hash. It's not what I expected.
What made you order corned beef hash?
Well, I'll tell you. I didn't. My little lady did, and I had a spoonful, and it was delicious. But Breakwater Deli is out there by the South Beach in Port.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of new, probably giving the dockside a run for their money now.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought it was. I didn't know. Okay.
It's brand new. It's in I guess it was like a fish smokehouse prior. It's like a very industrial, like poured cinder block building.
That was a famous smoke place.
Okay.
It was there for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, they have something there called the universe's greatest BLT, and I walked up to the counter and said, "Okay, that's a bold claim, there, guys. Let's take a look at this."
It's like an elf when they say the world's greatest cup of coffee.
Yeah, right.
And he walks in and goes, "Congratulations!"
Well, they were right.
No, shut up.
They make their own. They kind of cure and do their own bacon there. Ooh. It's really good.
Do they do anything special to it besides? Is it just straight up BLT and just?
No, the bacon is like a thicker bacon, and it just my god! And they use a kind of like a different kind of mayo on there. It's just it's true chef kiss type stuff. So loved it. But yes, so corned beef hash. By the way, we're also in Southville getting a place where the Asian restaurant was. Lambs, I think it was called Lambs. It was there forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's now become a place called Jake's Corned Beef. The signs are up, so I'm intrigued.
Is it like Jake's from Milwaukee?
I think it might be. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. A few steps from my front door is Jake's Corned Beef, so that works for me.
Did they have any flooding problems?
They did. They actually on their
it's right on the river.
Fledgling Facebook page for their fledgling restaurant. They said, we had to delay things a little bit by some Milwaukee River in our basement. So they're working on it.
I wonder. I don't know if Riverview Inn is even open anymore, but they had great pizza.
I think they are, but I don't know if they got nailed too.
Right.
No idea. Yeah.
Right. There's one of those places where you had to kind of guess the hours. You were lucky if you ever found them. They're like, no one knows when you're open. I don't care.
No, they didn't. No.
What do you want? What do you have?
Cash only.
Yeah. So you never, because you made me think of when you said canned meats. I immediately, for some reason, thought of corned beef hash. That's what
Hormel.
Yeah.
They're the.
Well, soup is canned, for God's sakes. You eat that.
Yeah. Well,
and there's meat in there, in a lot of it. Not all of it.
They used to call it down south. They call it potted meat, I think.
It's not pot roast?
From Sling Blade, I think. I'm gonna try some of that potted meat there.
All right.
Yeah. You remember these?
No.
It's an oil lamp. My dad had them at Messerman's Furniture, serving Two Rivers and the greater community for 55 years. Not anymore. But the furniture store had them. And what happened on those strings that you see there, they would drip hot oil. And then when the light would come on, it would be a very apparently pleasing sensory experience for those who looked at it. However, my dad would tell me, I had forgotten about these. He said, now, whatever you do, don't touch the oil coming down. It's really hot. And I thought,
yeah, right.
I had to know.
Why did you say that?
Yeah, I know. I had to know.
And?
So the little blistery burn that I had on my finger for a few days after that
did you yelp?
Because
did you tell him when you did it, or did you?
I did not. Kept my mouth shut. So
that's amazing, right
now,
there.
it could be argued that as a young lad, maybe I was going for the golden shiny nude.
Soft, light, gentle rain.
Yes. There we are. Anyway, I was curious if you had any experience with those.
No,
Mm.
no. So
you don't know
like,
what you're missing.
Oh, that's all right. I know a lot. I know a lot that I am missing, and I'm fine with it too.
Yes, you are.
What about you? You're such a geek. You watched Superman the first time. You didn't like it, so you watched it again. What made you watch it again?
Something was haranguing me about it, and I had to figure out what it was.
Did you watch them
And I
alone?
didn't dislike it.
Yes, you
I
did.
just,
You said you were puzzled by it.
I was puzzled by it. That's not dislike. It was just like, we have certain dramatic rules in place for movies and 3-act structure and all that kind of stuff, which you're dabbling in right now yourself a little bit.
Yep.
And this movie completely shuns all of that. But I see what they were doing because it literally goes from like crisis to crisis to crisis to crisis. So it's like these really
Jesus Christ.
exactly. So it's like these self-contained sequences that kind of become a whole, but not quite. But I realize what he's doing now. It basically felt like a stack of issues of Superman comics. That's what it was. So it wasn't like one cohesive movie. It was like having 6 or 7 issues that you could leaf through, which is a really good idea, I suppose, for a comic book movie. So I get it. I dig it. I like it. And it was very funny and really charming and great. And second viewing closed the deal for me. I liked it a lot. I like it. I think it's like, probably one of my favorite movies of the year I've seen so far. But it just took a little arm twisting to figure the damn thing out.
So
I'm probably too old. I think it's probably designed for young people, and I'm probably too old. That's the problem.
Did you watch both of them both times by yourself, or did you harangue someone into watching it with you?
Once again, I harangued the lady who harangued me to try her corned beef hash. So I went with Jenny for the first screening in Kenosha.
Yep.
And then the second screening I watched at home because it's available for streaming now.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was kind of alone. I mean, I had a cat and a dog on me. I don't know if that counts, but
What about one battle after another?
I can't wait. He's my favorite filmmaker, of course, and it looks like this is just going to be pure Paul Thomas Anderson joy but they gave him a budget and they gave him some big name actors. I mean, right. DiCaprio's the thing. So thankfully he'll at least, unless like bad word of mouth gets out there, but he should make some money for this thing because DiCaprio brings people into theaters, so that's good.
The trailer looks good.
It looks like fun. Yeah, I can't wait. It looks like it's going to be funny and it's tense and it should be a blast. It's coming up, like 3 weeks away, which for me is like a national holiday if a new Paul Thomas Anderson movie is going to come out. I drop everything. I may have to let Linda know that I fill out a blue slip for a few days off there. I don't take this lightly.
No shit.
So there we are. But
well, good for you. You got anything going on at the library?
We have some stuff shaking. August is usually pretty quiet because we're kind of working our way. Summer reading has wrapped up. We have currently in the youth section some kind of moth. It's not an infestation. We brought them in on purpose. They're in our butterfly containers, and it's a really interesting kind of greenish colored moth. We have a local insect genius who has been bringing us hopefully not invasive species. So come on down and see them in their cocoon.
Insect genius or a genius insect? Is it an insect that's really smart?
I don't know if it's like Men in Black and he's wearing human skin. I have no idea. I haven't gone that deep into it yet, but he knows his stuff and he brought us. So they're all cocooned right now. These really interesting, again, potentially not native to the area moths. So I don't know if we've just disturbed the entire ecosystem. Sorry.
No, too late.
It's all right. That's what the library is for.
That's right.
But we've released all of our monarchs and they're out there working their way to Mexico, I imagine. And it was fun. And people are just fixated and obsessed with our dangling cocoons.
Are they?
They are. They come
sounds pornographic.
Far and wide. Well, we don't use that word here at the library. We say it's, expansive. It's to expand knowledge and experience is what we do. So, yes, absolutely. So, are you doing a Dr. Ben and an AJ this week?
Dr. Ben, still TBD. He's been AWOL for a couple weeks. The fans are
starting to clamor.
Yeah, and they have a big event coming up September. I believe it's the 13th. They have
Like
a
beer?
Muscles for Mel's.
Oh, I thought it was the beer and workout thing or something.
They have the
but-
power
okay.
lifters.
Nice. Oh, that's so cool. That's always a
Yeah.
cool, very cool
Yep,
event.
Second annual for that. That'll be cool.
Nice.
Raising money for that at
Yeah.
Foreman Fitness in Grafton, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Our friend, Quinn, the guy who does the signs like right behind you, is a big power lifter.
Yeah.
And he always participates. He's
Cool.
He's
He's great.
And his
Yeah, very
his
nice.
mom Tammy is great. Mel's they got bags for Busick this weekend.
It's coming up. Okay.
That's-
Where do they do that at Cedars?
No, that's in Port Washington.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's at. Hang on, I'll check.
Inventors or
Yeah, no, at least it hasn't been. Maybe it is this year. But and then in like 3 or 4 weeks, it's time for the granddaddy of malls. It's
the big
pig roast
the
time.
big pig. Yeah,
That's September 21st at Cedars 3 in
yes,
Cedarburg.
absolutely.
But yeah, they got it going on.
I saw Mr. Bob's put a plea out for
Yes.
some stuff because of obviously all the flooding in Milwaukee and some tragedy there, unfortunately, with some of their clients. But
Yeah.
hopefully we can step it up here in town and and give them some of your time because
They need more volunteers. I can't do it this weekend either. I have a reunion this weekend. It's
Class?
No,
oh
very classless. It is the group that I went to study abroad in España.
okay
It's been 40 effing years.
okay.
And so have you ever heard of Solu Winery?
I have.
It's in Cascade or something.
Yeah.
Yonder. They
Okay.
have the reason is there. I guess that in addition to having a winery, it's a big event space. Like they have bands and stuff, and you can
For sure.
rent spaces. So we're renting a space, and I think 3 people are going to show up, but who knows? So,
Don't need much space.
but that screwed up my whole working weekend, so I can't help
sure.
Mr. Bob's this weekend.
Okay,
And they
okay.
need help. They need help. It's they put out a call a couple of times, and then in like September 20th,
Mm-hmm.
that's the night of Mr. Bob's Evening of Kindness, their second annual gala,
Yeah.
fundraising gala, and
Yeah.
this year it's going to be at the Cedarburg Cultural Center.
Hey.
So, yeah. So
All right.
that'll be
Are you
fun.
emceeing or doing anything like that? Or
Yes.
oh, you are again. Oh my!
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I
They
know.
seldom. You usually do
said
that.
never.
Usually you do that once.
One and done.
Yeah, and sometimes
That's
they
the story
say
of my
that too. Yeah. All right.
Leslie Filer, who's the co-chairman of, she couldn't believe, she emailed me and said, "Would you consider being the MC again?" And I said, "I don't know what to say. This is the first time that no one's ever asked me back before."
Let me check with my team of attorneys, and I'll get back to you because
She
we've
thought-
never been asked twice.
she thought that was pretty funny.
Very
But
impressive.
it was
Very
true.
impressive. Yes, absolutely. Are they having some sort of entertainment that evening?
Yes,
band
they
of some
are.
sort?
They
Anybody we
do
know?
Comedy sports.
Oh, right. That's
thing.
right. They do that. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
And also there will be of course silent auction. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few items that were auctioned off, but comedy sports, it's a nice curveball as
Yeah,
opposed
they
to
do a good
doing
job. They-
the whatever you do with those things. So it's good.
You're going to get sucked into something with the comedy sports folks. I'm sure. Invariably, they need a victim of some sort. And they'll be like,
Oh,
"Let's
they get
use-
plenty of victims.
Let's use the MC.
No, there were plenty of takers.
Are there? Okay.
Mr. Bob's draws an active crowd. There was plenty of
Yeah.
people coming up last year. I think they'll
Excellent,
go again this
excellent.
year. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, I'll tell you, that's a lot of stuff there we covered. Let you know what's going on in this area. Country in the Berg obviously is a big one. You didn't need us to tell you because I think if you drive to anywhere in Cedarburg, you'll hear a bit of a twang in the air. So that's okay.
Yep. It's got to be like 3 or 4 years they've done this, don't you think?
Probably into year 4, I would think, because we were talking about this even in the early days of the show, and we've been doing this forever. So, yeah, absolutely. That must be. I'm assuming they're out there in the park already setting up.
I would think so.
Yeah, they're probably. That's a larger. It's not Summer Sounds where you just show up with a few
Right.
amps and call it a night. They are restructuring. So, yeah, hopefully the park. I haven't been past there lately. Hopefully everything has gone down water-wise for them. I'm assuming it has. Or
Well, that's right.
yeah,
It was a mess last week.
yeah, it
The
was.
outfield. Well, they had Summer Sounds though, but that was prior to the storm though. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? When was it a big storm? Was that
It was
Saturday?
prior to
Saturday?
Summer Sound. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway,
Well.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. They always do.
You're right.
They're a hearty Hale bunch of cowboys over there doing their thing. So
You are like the youngest old man I've ever met in my entire life.
well, I might need some help after the show getting back to the car.
You're an old fart.
I
Is
am,
what you
I
are.
am. Yeah, by design, sir. Before we wrap up,
Russ Meyer's a big fan. I got to say hi to him, and also
yeah, good to have him on board as always.
the dog father is recovering nicely. So
He must be. I saw a line of dogs at the coffee shop last week, and some woman was having trouble leash wise because I think must be a sight hound and saw the dog father and so all the dog owners must have rotator cuff issues because of the pull on the leash from the dog father. Before we blow out of here, we should talk about the Greater Cedarburg Foundation, who have a thing coming up, and I like to promote that. So everyone hang on to their wigs and keys for 15 seconds.
Bring your families for the free community celebration honoring the Greater Cedarburg Foundation's 25 years of giving. Parade at noon, plus a kids zone, yacht rock band, and non-profit fair. Saturday, September 27th, noon to 4 in front of City Hall.
All right, most polished thing you'll see on this show is the Greater Cedarburg Foundation 15-second spot. And there it is. They're going to have yacht rock, man. Yacht rock.
a yacht rock band. I was just talking to Rob Helf, who's doing a lot of the artwork for the event. It's going to be a big deal. There were 2 T-shirts you can order from the thing, and the T-shirts are free. One was designed by Cedarburg Threads, and one was designed by Rob Helf.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah. So get
It's
a
gonna be a
T-shirt,
thing.
get over there. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to do an afternoon thing as opposed to all the night
Yeah.
things as an alternative.
Yes, and the time was noted. Yeah, 12 to 4. That's
Is that the 20th? Is that?
Well, let's
Bring
find
your
out.
families for the free community celebration honoring the Greater
27th.
Yeah, see?
Well, another freebie.
That's the
for
last Saturday in September. That says Saturday,
yeah.
September 27th from noon to 4.
There it is.
There you go.
We'll play it about 10 more times in the show before the event itself. So, got to help the Greater Cedarburg Foundations. They do really good things. So,
Yes.
can't
Yes,
go wrong
they
there.
do.
All right. Time for lunch.
All right. I got to go. Don't tell them I'm not coming to Rotary today.
Hey, Rotary, Jack's not coming. Okay. We'll talk to you next week, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Goodbye.
Adios.